All right, I'm gonna see if anybody coming here real quick. I'm gonna just be on here just for a little bit. Let me see who gonna come up in here real quick, man. All right, but I'll just say this that I was in some spaces and on X, Twitter, whatever, and a lot of white people was mad, and some of them is mad at black people, like we the ones that did it. And they say they're looking at the left. Some say they're looking at the liberals. Okay, cool. You know, what I think that we need to do is fall back because this is something that's political and this is something that's this is in-house stuff. So, you know, these YT people, they gonna kill themselves. You think what I'm saying? They gonna kill themselves because at the end of the day, this is something that's within. This is something that was orchestrated and planned. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to get in here because I know the notification thing is going on, but it's so ironic that right before he passed away, the last words was talking about gang violence. So it's a cosmic irony that the hate that he spewed, his political views on black people, how he literally you know like play with our intelligence. He would literally talk about our people that's in political seats or just ordinary people and will literally act like that they are slow or retarded or don't have the mental capabilities to sustain the job or obtain the job or sustain the job or do the job the correct way. So it's almost like he always thought we was incompetent. So it's like, what did you expect to happen by you always, living and profiting off the death of black people? So what did you expect? You know? But I'm gonna continue a little bit. But this is the hate he spewed.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Oh my God!
Go, run! Counting gang violence. Great. Not counting gang.
Now I'm not happy that he got murdered. Not at all. I'm not happy that the man got murdered. But at the end of the day, he put himself in that predicament. You know what I mean? And then there's a video. Hold on. There's a video that's showing a Caucasian male happy he got murdered. Let me see. Let me go to my bookmarks real quick. Let me just show you that. I think I saved it. Let me see. I think I saved it. Matter of fact, let me play this first. And this is what I said earlier, is that only thing we got to do is just fall back because this is going to be some in-house white people, white on white crime. You know what I mean? Because evidently, there's no white on white crime. It's only black on black crime, right? But we know in their community, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in their community: pedophilia, molestation, child trafficking, meth, violence towards police, KKK, Antifa, skinheads, so for so on that goes on in their community, but they choose not to highlight. But this is very, very short and sweet. But this is something that we don't have anything to worry about. Oh shit!
We're coming for you. And
I
spare
keep
me your
forgetting.
fucking self-righteous
My bad.
bullshit
Hold on.
lectures. I don't give a fuck.
I really hate that I gotta keep remembering to like the shit. I gotta hit it like twice, so I bring it back. So pardon me.
This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. And spare me your fucking self-righteous bullshit lectures. I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you.
Now that's all white or white crime. Black people that have nothing to do with that shit. We listen. That is not our fight. It's their fight. That's not our fight. So the thing that we need to really understand is right now. This is a time. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it now. It came to my mind because I was listening to Tariq Nasheed shit. He was just live a little while ago, and I'm not saying anything is going to happen. I think he need to be careful as well. Donald Trump, I'm pretty sure that his his security got to be up. You know what I mean? Got to be top notch. But one other dude that really came to my mind that I know that scared me. He was crying and all that crazy shit. Myron Gaines, that Sudanese Homeland Security Sambo coon ass nigga. I'm pretty sure that he ain't gonna be doing no more campus debates and all that shit talking about black people. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't wish death on nobody. I don't. But Myron Gaines, I think somebody need to I think some kind of karma need to knock on his door because I know that nigga's scared right now. But here's another thing. I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't know if this is Photoshop AI. I doubt it because I looked at this plenty of times. But see, I was in a space, a Twitter space, and it was white people. It was like 2,000 people in there. It was none but white people. And I forgot the title, but it was like Charlie Kirk assassinated and because of black people something. Basically how they put it was because he was talking about black people, right? So the people in there was literally blaming us because of what happened to him. That shit is crazy. I literally was trying to speak. They didn't put me up or anything. But they see white people, they choose to not take accountability for the things that they create, the attention that they create, the atmosphere that they create, the racistness that they create. They choose not to do that. So we always have to understand, I know I'm speaking to the choir, that they feel that they are literally better than us, greater than us, and feel like everything that we do, it has everything to do with us, but nothing that they contribute to, our situation. They blame us for everything. And they said that matter of fact, they said that we was happy because he passed away. Let me show you this footage right here. Now, somebody's happy. Now that's not black people. I'm gonna put it on mute so y'all can just see it. Now, okay, black people is not only just happy. Listen, a lot of us is happy, and you know what? No. I don't even want to say happy. Yeah, some is happy, but black people just don't have sympathy for that dude. Charlie Kirk never had sympathy for black people. Never. When we got killed, this, that, and the third. You know what I say? Because he said some shit about George Floyd. Now, when his ass got assassinated, guess the first face he saw at the pearly gates? Because he was at the pearly gates for at least like 2 minutes. Then the floor opened on the ground, and George Floyd kicked the motherfucker like the 300 shit, kicked him into the abyss of hell. The first face he saw was George Floyd. You know what I mean? So we not happy that he got assassinated. We just don't have no sympathy for the dude. And we should not have sympathy. And the crazy thing in that space that I was listening to, it was none but white people. literally less than 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. They was mad that black people was not showing that guy sympathy. This is on everything I love. On everything I love. They mad that we didn't show any sympathy. Why should we show sympathy for a person who literally never showed any sympathy towards us? Now, should have got what he deserved? Like, listen, man, things happen for a reason. We just gonna give you certain reasons. Okay, hold on.
I live as a capitalist. Okay, I live when I believe. What do? I get charity every single year.
I'm like, I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Because of DEI, it begs the question when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified.
Wow.
If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily, no one really cares when.
But see, I know I'm speaking to the choir, but look at this lady. She's in agreement, nodding their head. So we have to understand. I know I'm speaking to the choir. We have a total different outlook on life. In reality, white people live in a false reality. All of them live in a false reality. They don't live in reality. They live in a made-up, imaginary reality because they know exactly what they have done and what they are continuing to do. If it's not them, it is the people that's really in control. So they know they have the collection for the protection. So they have it's almost like it's a genetic code. It's a genetic DNA in them that's innately in them to not take accountability. It's innately embedded in them not to take full responsibility for the outcomes and the realities that we all have to face. We could be living in the same community. They will still have a different outlook on why we have impulsiveness, why we get angry quick, why, like people say, we complaining. No, it's just that we never got any kind of justice since 1865. But anyway, I'm not going to talk your head off, but they just have it's a neurological deficiency, which is a conscious cognitive mechanism that's an ongoing thing. It's almost, they know exactly what they're doing. They know, they just don't want to. If they feel like they're wrong, then they feel like their power is gone. So they have to feel like their power is still there, that they have power. So they will never stoop down to our level far as feeling the sympathy or understanding, because once they really understand, nobody they understand, but if they publicly and rightfully understand, then they know they have to make a change. I mean, but any motherfucking who?
No one really cares when it's HR managers. No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian.
Charlie Kirk. I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist. Okay.
And that's the thing. That's why nobody is happy. But I want to show you this footage, man, because this is to me, this is an inside job. Hopefully I can find it here, or I'm gonna have to do it separate. That nigga crazy right there, okay? Hold on, I downloaded it. All right, let me just put in Charlie Kirk. It should come up though. Give me a second, y'all. Just bear with me, because I did a space on X and it didn't record. Matter of fact, everybody, do me a favor, man. Follow me, because like I said, I want to do spaces on X, man, so we all can have a conversation. So let me just put this in the chat right now. Give me a second, y'all. I need y'all to follow me here. Follow me on X or Twitter. The link is right there in the chat. Please hit that so we all could be on, you know what I'm saying, in the space that we all could talk, all bounce ideas and conversate. I want y'all to hit that link, follow me there. All right, so we all could chop it up, because a lot of us in here has great perspectives, and I would love to hear everybody's perspective. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so please make sure y'all hit that link and follow me there. All right, but any motherfucking who, let's go to Charlie Kirk real quick, and I'm gonna make this is a short live. All right, I'm not gonna be on here too long. All right, hold on, I'm gonna go to that one. This guy right here. Hold on a minute. Let me make sure, because I don't want to show no I hate that I gotta keep doing this. I gotta refresh the screen again. But check this dude out right here. Come on. Come on. All right, this dude right here with the white hat. Now, there's two things. Two things. This guy right here and this guy right here. He's going to give the signal. Both the signal. Now, I'm gonna have to, matter of fact, hold on, before I do anything, so I could go to my video. I think I got it on my video. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second so I can show y'all the other view. Just please be patient. Let me go to my other video so I can show y'all the other side, because the guy that's holding the phone, there's nothing on his phone. He's not showing anything on his phone. Nothing on his phone. So it's almost like he's just using it as a prop, as if like he's recording, but he's not. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up right now. Give me 1 second. All right, yeah, it's this one. All right, cool. Hold on 1 second. All right, clicked on it right now. All right, hold on. Commercial. All right. All right. All right. Now, okay. Bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna give this signal. I'm gonna give the signal. He's gonna give this signal. That's the signal right there. And then this guy, he piece him, give this signal, and then he roll up his sleeve and move up like he's bracing himself for what's about to happen. Him, he gave the signal. He seen him do the signal. He looked, and I think he rolled up his sleeve and like got prepared for what was about to happen. See that? Like they knew what was about to happen. He watched them. He seen them. Boom. He braced himself for what's about to happen. That's exactly what it looks like. Boom. Bang. Now let me go to the other my video, because it's going to show the other side. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm not getting on camera. Not the motherfucking night. No. You like, nigga, what? Mike. Nah, I'm good, but I don't feel like it. All right, so I don't know, but someone said he's not. But why they catch this motherfucker with, right?
I think they just found the guy right up.
I'm gonna go back to that, because I want to get back to what I was just talking about to make it. Hold on, let me make sure it shows the other part. Hold on. Because this is
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Now, hold on. I'm sorry, because I thought I had it on this video. Just be patient. I know y'all is fucking special, just like me. I want to get that other angle because you can see the guy that gave the signal holding the cell phone. There's somebody filming from the other side. That's you can see the face of his cell phone, and there's nothing on the screen. There's nothing on the screen. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Please give me a second, y'all. Please be patient. I'm scrolling fast as ever. You seeing a lot of these fucking tellers and some of these little black people up there crying that he's gone. I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers is crazy out here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my files. I think let me see if I got it on this one. Yeah, man, because the way they shot him, that shit was crazy, man. Because I knew when I first seen it, there is no way he could have survived that. It was too much blood coming out. Oh man. Let me just go here. Let me just go here. Again, like I said, I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I can't find it. I don't think I have it in my files at all. But this is the type of guy. This is the guy that literally sensationalized Black death, sensationalized Black violence or the Black culture. He sensationalized his whole platform, and he literally double, triple, quadrupled down on his stance on Black people. So we have to just understand that white people just know that they always have to deflect because they are scared to look in the mirror. We dealing with energy vampires. We dealing with Esau. We dealing with people that should not be in control. And their end is near. Their population is dwindling. It's under 1% They know their days is numbered. And I don't even want to jump into that bag with the small hats. The small hats is behind a lot of this stuff, though. Same people, same classification, even though they disclassified themselves as their own entity. But we have to understand the Anglo is really not in control of what's going on in America. It's been a long time. Why you think what's going on in Gaza is going on in Gaza? And I'm gonna tread carefully on that. President Trump is behind that. Ben Netanyahu. And he's not even from there. He had to change his name to Netanyahu because his family is from Poland. You know what I mean? Like the rabbit hole goes very deep there. And America is literally in pockets. They just bombed Qatar. Yo, listen. Only thing I can tell y'all at the end of the day before I get out of here, I know that we have to live day by day and do, the regular stuff that we do. But just knowing the reality of things, it may not happen today. It may not happen this year. It may not happen next year. It may happen at 2028. It may happen at 2030. But I'm telling you, the people that's in control, they're going to destroy America. They already have an agenda. There's an agenda that always been in place. It's never failed. It was before your child was born. It was before I was born, and I'm 44 years old. Things is already in place. Dealing with powerful people that has at least 100 generations of wealth. 100 generations of wealth. I'm gonna say that again. 100 generations of wealth that controls America. These Anglos, they know that. They know that. And I think, and I know we know that too. But in all reality, they feel like they lost control of America, which they did for the simple fact of being greedy. They knew this is a dog eat dog capitalistic nigga, first come, first serve. I will give all my enemies all the plot and land over here, as long as you give me that money so I could put it in my pocket and feed my family so it could be generational wealth for my family. Fuck America. We got China buying up all of these acres of land that's literally in close proximity to the nuclear plants that America has, and military artillery and the significant places in America for the American military. China already brought up that land. Michigan is already flooded with jihad Muslims that's praying in the streets and stopping all the fucking traffic and publicly saying that they're going to destroy America from within. And we know these are ticky boom niggas. Why the military has not started with that yet, but they are in Washington, D.C. They are in Chicago right now. And I ain't gonna hold you. I wish they go to New York and that's a whole different story for a whole nother day. But I hope they go to New York and round them niggas up. It should be like Will Smith in that movie Legend, when he was all Tom Cruise, when they rented out the whole 42nd Street, the whole street was empty. They need to clean up New York. But that's a whole nother story for a different time. But in all reality, all of this stuff is just a distraction. The last public assassination, if you will, was John F. Kennedy, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm talking about on USA soil. This guy was assassinated in real time in 2025. Real time. We've been so desensitized to people getting murdered. It don't affect us like how it affected people when John F. Kennedy was murdered. When they blew his fucking skull off, shot him in his throat first. And motherfucking Jackie Kennedy knew exactly who murdered him because it was the driver. But that's a whole nother story. And I'm going to say allegedly, because I could really jump into that bag. Definitely what Lenny B. Johnson, the shit that he did, crazy. They had a party the day before. They knew John F. Kennedy was getting murdered the next day. They knew. It was already written. It was a mansion party the day before. That's a whole nother story. But Jackie Kennedy seen her husband get fucking his brain blown off the second shot, and she tried to exit out the back of the fucking car. Why? Why did she try to go that way? Why she just didn't duck down? She seen something. And next thing you know, you never heard from her again. She was in a mental institution for the rest of her life. Abotomized, brain dead, vegetable. You never heard from that beautiful white lady again. And you know, I rarely say some shit like that. There's some beautiful white women out there, but I love my black one. I ain't jumping the fence for nothing. But Jackie, she was a pretty lady. But guess what? Right after that, you never heard from her ever again. But long story short, I'm gonna leave that one right there. But the shit that's going on with that, what happened with this guy right here, this is an inside job, y'all. And guess what? The war, not with black people, but we are on the agenda, meaning we get the remnants or the backlash once everything is done. But this is an inside war. This is a liberal war. This is a white and left wing war right now. This is political. This got nothing to do with us. Not really. He talked about us, but I could guarantee you ain't no black man who got on that motherfucking who shot that motherfucker. I could guarantee you that. No black man shot that dude. None but a white man. That is in-house. So just understand, they're going to kill each other. And only thing we have to do is sit back and watch, eat your popcorn. But don't get too lazy. Prepare, understand everything. Politically and militarily, like to save yourself, stock up on ammo. I'm saying that to myself. I got enough, but not a lot. But hey, it is what it is. But at least I'll take this. Look, if anybody coming to get me, I'm gonna take you out first. I'm gonna take at least one of y'all. At least I go out like that. Look, if I'm going, I'm gone. But I'm gonna bust some shots out this motherfucker. And you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to be on some smooth MacGyver type shit. Whatever the case may be, I'm dying with my motherfucking shoes on. You dig what I'm saying? But I think we have to really pay attention because a lot of us is not really into politics like that or whatever, but we see the reality that's around us. This man just got assassinated. Who you think is next? And a lot of this stuff is orchestrated too. So we have to understand. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm going after this. Oh, no, I can't play it. Go on BitChute. It's called BitChute, BITCHUTE.com, and put in Rabbi Abe Finkelstein, FICK. Excuse me, Fickle. FICKL. Is it in the E or STEIN? Finkelstein. Long story short, everything that's happening right now, this is already planned. This man said this shit since a long time ago, and I'm gonna give y'all a reminder when he talked about the we eating humans and shit from McDonald's and all that shit. That's him. The guy, remember that shit that was like, you know, kind of went viral like 2019. 2018, 17, 2020, the guy that said that we was eating human beings in McDonald's, so forth and so on, that's the same guy. But see, they pick and choose what they wanted to put out there. Listen to the whole thing. He tells you exactly everything that's going on. Right? Everything that he said back then. Matter of fact, let me give y'all something I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen already. Yo, I put that link in there. Y'all follow me on fucking on here on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck, so we can have our own space. You see the space right here? Shout out to Lovely Brown. I've been in a space and all that. See that? We can have our own space and we can all chop it up. I like to talk, but I don't like to talk all the time. I want to hear some intellectual brothers and sisters give their own perspective. I don't like doing all the talking all the time. I know I'm one of the sharpest tools in the tool shed, but I know there's more that's sharper than me or just as sharp or whatever. You know what I mean? So I like to build with like minds, man. You know, you dig what I'm saying? But kiss my ass, man. The fuck I was about to show y'all. Hold on. And that's why I need y'all to be in here. So when I lose my fucking concentration, you fucking asshole. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna play. I'm gonna be honest right now. I ain't gonna lie, I did have a sip. It is all right. Oh yeah, and let me say happy birthday to my daughter Mahogany. She turned 6 today. My daughter Mahogany, and I'm gonna have them here in another month or two. So y'all gonna see them on my live. Probably another month. They'll be here. Salute to my girls. Oh yeah, here it goes. This is what I wanted to play right here. I know y'all remember this show. I hope so. And y'all hit that like button and share, man. Listen, let me look in the chat now because
you've left the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I ain't looking in the chat in like 20 something minutes. All right, I see y'all. Thank y'all for being in here, man. Salute to everybody in. I appreciate y'all because y'all retarded asses like mine could have been somewhere else. So thank you for being here. All I ask, just shit ain't gonna kill you. I ain't put no tags, no nothing. I just jumped on here butt ass naked, meaning not putting tags or anything like that in there. So, yes, the enemy within. But check this one out. Everybody, please do me a favor. Follow me on X and please share this live, man. It ain't gonna kill you. Thank you. But y'all remember this though, right? And this is why we have to really understand, because I remember, especially around these times, like this is like 2012, around those times when like the conspiracy theories was at its height. Like really, it really started in 09. Because my mother, God bless her soul, put me on to some shit, Illuminati in 09. But around then, this was really at its height. And when they was trying to really cover up stuff and say this is conspiracy theory, so for so on. But it was really the truth. And we was like, yo, this shit is real, but I don't know. Yeah, the new world order is coming, but I don't know. We still doing the same thing. The new world order we never had to watch out for the new world order because we was already living in the new world order. We living in the new world order now. Once the Twin Towers fell, demolition wise, once this country killed over 3,000 of its own people, and they knocked down the towers with thermite and demolition fucking explosives, because thermite is the one that burns that kind of metal. You know what I mean? It melts that metal to where it can come down as a demolition, whatever. But man, fuck all that.
You've left the United States of America.
Yes, sir, I have.
Why?
I do not feel safe living in the United States.
Do you want to come in and sit down?
No, sir, I'd rather not.
You'd rather just be here so you can make a fast exit if you have to.
As soon as you and I finish,
You're out
I'm
here.
leaving the country again. Why? Because in a very short time, not today, not tomorrow, but very soon, we'll be facing compulsory vaccination under the mistaken term of voluntary vaccination.
Now, what is it about these vaccinations? You think that they're bad?
Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that the World Health Organization has decided that we have 90% too many people. The World Health Organization has been working since 1974 on vaccines to create permanent sterility.
Doctor, the response is going to be, you're crazy. How can you say this stuff?
They will induce a pandemic. You're going to get the flu. Everybody around us is going to get the flu. Then the United States government, based on their statement, we have a pandemic. What that means is a Holocaust, a genocidal Holocaust. Men and women will sicken and die, and those who survive will be infertile. Let me tell you a story. In 2003, I had a patient in my drug-free medical practice who was a head of state. And one day she said, you know, it's almost time for the great culling to begin.
The what?
That's what I said. The what? She said the great culling, C-U-L-L-I-N-G, when you thin the herd. I said, what are you talking about? She said, it's almost time for the useless eaters to be culled. And she said, those are the people who are consuming our non-renewable natural resources. I said, who are the people who make this decision? She said, we, the aristocrats.
This person you talk to, you're bound because you're a physician and there's the relationship that you can't talk. Is this person a member of the Bilderbergs?
She is not Queen Beatrice. She is not the Queen of England. She is not Henry Kissinger. But she certainly presented herself as a member of that power elite, and she certainly was a head of state.
So at the end of the day, press 1 if any of y'all remember this. All right, this came on TV. He only had like 5, maybe 6 to 7, maybe 10 episodes of this conspiracy theory. I call it conspiracy with facts. Everything that is happening has come to pass. Everything that we feel like this is a natural occurrence has already been orchestrated. This is already in the books. This lady said this shit in 2012. 2019, if you look at the CDC, if you go to the World Health Organization, which is abbreviated for WHO, they already had a warning on the site. I done did this shit already. I done did the historical the research and did videos that got flagged and my fucking channel terminated. That they said in 2019, this was like October. Matter of fact, this month in 2019, looking for workers because there's going to be a pandemic, something to that effect. If anybody can remember by October, November, or December of 2019, did you ever feel sick? Real bad, real sick, real bad. I did. I know I caught COVID. I thought I was going to fucking die. This when I was living in Jersey. I felt it. Like, I felt like, yo, I said to myself, it was like the second day. I'm like, yo, because I feel like my fucking chest hurting. I can't breathe. I'm thinking other shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I said to myself, yo, if my heart start hurting again or my chest start hurting again, because I'm sick as a dog, sweating and all types of shit, that I'm gonna go to the hospital tonight. And I forgot I had the soursop bitters. I used to sell soursop bitters a little bit on my channel, Mike Larry 2010. Once I took some of that, man, that shit, I felt all the tingling in my nerves. That shit beat that shit. Next thing you know, 2020, everybody, the pandemic, it was already on a site months before it actually really hit everybody. This lady done said this in December 17th of 2012. And it came to pass. I don't even know why Bill Gates is still walking around freely. I'm not gonna get too in depth on that because I really can't. I can really dig deep in that. Pause. And I don't even know why I should say pause. But everything that's happening is really orchestrated. Everything that's going on right now, even with Kirk, Charlie Kirk, all of this is according to plan. So this is going to be more chaos. This is the first assassination, public assassination since JF Kennedy. And now it's an in-house war with the liberals, conservatives, and Democrats. And then when they look at Democrats, they looking at black people as well too. Nigga, black people ain't got nothing to do with it because we ain't getting no fucking tangibles from any of this. I'm going to play this video again because this is another example of the inside war going on between the YT people. And we're going to do exactly what they say about black people. Let them kill each other. Let it happen.
In regards to Charlie Kirk. This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. And spare me your fucking self-righteous bullshit lectures. I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you. This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk.
Well, all right, cool. I mean, I could give y'all an hour. I mean, shit, I will hope somebody donate to the platform. I would love to be on here long enough. But I just put the link in there. Y'all could jump on this conversation too. Listen, I already put the link in there. I would like to hear y'all thoughts on this assassination, which was or how they feel it's a political assassination. The link is right there. I would like for y'all to hit that link and give me your perspective. Hit the link. Y'all don't have to get on camera because I'm not getting on camera. Y'all kiss my ass. So y'all click that link. Let's have a conversation. I see you, big head kid. What's up, beautiful? How you doing, love? And everybody that's in the chat, peace to everybody. Please hit that link. I would love to know your thoughts. Like, what the fuck, man? I know y'all ain't fucking on the short cheese bus, little special motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't want to have to look at y'all with this face right here. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to look at you. I ain't trying to, like, I don't know what's going on. But y'all can hit that link and jump on this motherfucker and let me know your thoughts on here. But like I said, this is an internal war with them. And everybody on the net, a lot of people just see there's no sympathy.
Supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
What?
Supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Say it again.
Supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Yeah, we're supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't. Listen, man, it's a lot. Like, I wish that live, that space was still here, that white person space. They mad at black people. How the fuck you mad at us, nigga? We ain't fucking sniped fucking Charlie Kirk. You understand? But let's go to his racist. Look at all this. Look at all these fucking mass shooters. Look at all these people. This dude spent his fucking life sensationalizing Black death. Happy. Playing with our intelligence like we slow or we fucking retarded. Like we not capable enough. But knowing damn well we built everything. All of the patents that we done fucking created. Everything that a lot of us you sitting in the chair, black man. You think what I'm saying? The white people created some stuff too. We have to we're gonna give them credit for the little bit of stuff that they have, and we can't give them credit for the stuff that they took and patented for themselves. But I don't want to go through the whole list of what we created. We already know. If not, you should research it. You dig what I'm saying? But we created a lot of this stuff. We contributed to everything in this fucking country. We are the fucking heartbeat of this country. But see, these people don't never want to take accountability for this dude who killed people in a fucking, I forgot, Ruffin, Duffin, whatever the fuck his name. He ate Burger King after killing black people, elderly people who welcome him in the church and rubbed them and hugged them, probably let him get something to eat and pray with this dude. He wound up killing and shooting them all. And then literally before he went to the precinct, he stopped at Burger King and got a motherfucking #1, a Whopper, large fries, and a Frosty and a soda. So they uplift they fucking killers. We don't feel any sympathy for this dude. Just like this white dude. He don't feel any sympathy for the simple fact Charlie Kirk was murdered. He don't feel no way. He don't care either. Hold on. Let me see if anybody jumped in. Oh yeah, so y'all scared to jump on? Damn, y'all scared to talk? Damn. Anyway, let me see how long I've been here. All right, 48 minutes. All right, I'll give it like 10 more minutes. I would like to hear somebody's point of view on here. If y'all can hit that link, man. If not, I don't know what to tell y'all. But this is the guy that these people are so happy. I mean, that's so sad and feel like this guy was like the new next white.
This just shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil. But what happened?
Matter of fact, they feel like he was the next president as well.
I mean,
this shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil. This shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil. But what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid. I mean, 4,000 Black men, women, and children were killed in violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation. But
racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is worse than it has been
that affected
in the last 80 years.
The generational psyche of an entire group.
And that's what I hate.
I'm not discounting that. I'm just
This shows they were acting.
That's why that's why there's no sympathy for him. He know exactly why the crime went up. We had fucking towns, man. We had businesses. We have we already know. We already know what we had. And they still saying that it was a black man. It was a trinity. The man, woman, and child or children. And they wanted to dismantle that because they wanted this propaganda to keep going due to slavery, post-slavery. We are freed now. Now they have to create a boogie monster. So they do the minstrel shit. Jim Crow playing us and acting like we just this dyslexic, buffoonery, minstrel kind of people. Then Birth of a Nation. Now we got to keep these motherfuckers intact because they gonna rape our women, knowing damn well. Come on now, we know the system of white supremacy of what we living in. We're not doing anything, so they had to perpetuate and use propaganda to rally up all the people to make it seem like we put these savages in slave because they high sexual drive. They're gonna rape our women, this and that, knowing that's exactly what they have done. They done played the trick on us. And once we got our shit together, doing good, they were so jealous. They had to come up with a lie to use a white woman to tear down our towns, bomb our towns, to kill our people, so forth and so on. Then we rebuild up, and then when that didn't work, we still having our household. We still doing what we gotta do. Now we're gonna throw dope in there, even though they had the opium awards in China. Let's put that on the black people. All right, now the musicians. Now we got what's her name? Lady Blues. You know what I'm talking about? Billie Holiday. She died from overdose. We got Ray Charles hooked up on that. All these people hooked up on this shit. A lot of musicians was hooked up on that. And then our people in the war, Vietnam War, World War II, and really the Vietnam War saw for so on. Here come the opioid epidemic. We made a lot of money. There was a lot of shit going on, a lot of killings, but the household was still intact. So they had to find a way to literally destroy the household. Here come welfare, even though welfare was built for white Americans. It was always built for them, and they still are the majority of welfare recipients to this day. But we the face of welfare, So, and then after that, the black man is out the house, wandering, can't be in there. When they check the house, because they're not going to get that $15 a month or $20 or $17 per month, they still thriving. They still, they still pushing on. Keep on pushing, nigga. Keep on pushing. Ba-bam, bam, bam. Keep on pushing. Ooh, I can't stop now. Okay, all of that still pushing through. We need something else to really dismantle the black communities. Oh shit, we got some shit out there in fucking Nicaragua. Let's get Oliver North and the rest of these motherfuckers. We're gonna call it Contra, like the Nintendo game. Let's put crack out there. Look, yeah, we tested it on the Nicaraguans and the Cubans and all that shit. They smoked the crack. We see the domino effect. Let's put it in the black neighborhoods. Oh my God, within a year span, put crack in there, 79, 80, 81, 82. It's an epidemic, and everybody killing, the shooting, the killing, the shooting, the killing, the shooting, the killing, because crack was the only way to really make money, because we didn't have shit, because they created a goddamn situation. They created it. We are human lab rats. When they put the lab rats, they test the lab rats, put them in a maze, or they got the fucking monkeys, they give them hallucinating drugs or whatever, and they see their reaction to something that's put in a situation where there's an abundance of food. Even though they trapped, they got abundance of food, they can maneuver around, but then they have the other monkey or the other rat that's deprived of food, deprived of water, in a real crazy situation, and they see the reaction to that monkey or that lab rat, and they see the reaction, so they could tell when you put in certain situations how you're going to react. So they did that to Black folks in human form in real time. So these people orchestrated everything that they see today, and we still prevailed and still was fucking inventing things in the post-slavery, within slavery. The cotton gin, then we moved on to other things, literally after slavery until this day. Black American people is a fucking miracle. Because we got these Jamaicans, respectfully, we got these Trinis, we got these Cubans, we got these Hispanics, we got these Africans, and then let me just really go. Everybody, you know what? I'm not going to exclude everybody, but I love Jamaican culture. I'm gonna give shout out. I'm gonna give props to Jamaica in a minute, but mainly the Africans and other people. They left their land. They literally don't have the warrior spirit. They got beat up so bad that a lot of them became cowards, weak. I'm glad I can't see the chat, so I'm gonna get thrown off. So I hope y'all still here. If not, fuck you, and I really don't care. And that's on everything I love. But they got beat so fucking bad. No sense of warrior spirit. They give up their land, leave their people there to suffer, to be exploited, to be used and abused, to taking their minerals. Damn, those are bars. Taking their ports, taking their airports, taking their resources. You can't even go on beaches and sell your food or even go to swim. Everything. And they come here. All of these fucking charity cases. But they come here to the people that always fought and never went anywhere. We ain't going nowhere. We fought every step of the way, and we fighting now. Even though we still at the bottom of the totem pole, we still the most influential, still have the most political voting power and the spending power. That's we have to stop playing and stop going with this feel-good rhetoric. All this rhetoric is good. Yeah, that's right. So I'm 100%. I don't want to hear all that shit. That don't do any of us any good. We just can agree on the truth. That it don't do us any good by agreeing on we know what the problem is or what we can do or whatever it is. We have to act on this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So we are the ones, like us here are the only people. Foundation Black Americans is the only fucking people on this. We are the neos. Everybody else gave up on their land. Everybody. I'm not excluding anybody. Everybody gave up on their land. Jamaica is finished, even though I love the culture besides Black Americans that I love the second. I love Jamaican culture. I'm gonna give them motherfuckers hands down. Even though I know Dakota's a Yankee boy, I know how they feel, certain ones. But Jamaicans is more cooler. Then I fuck with the PRs. Somewhat. But they all classify as white. All classify as white. But I'm going to leave that one alone. All of the other groups are, we have to say it for what it is, cowards. No warrior spirit. They only pump their chest up to us, the one that opened the doors for y'all motherfuckers to eat the fucking table that we set forth for y'all to eat and dine. We are the last. We are the diamond. We are, nigga. If there was no foundational Black Americans, do you know what this world would look like? I'm going to do a live or a video just on New York alone because I think it's long overdue. I love my Puerto Ricans. I love my Jamaicans. I love all the different groups that's in New York. But when it comes down to Black American culture, let's ask any people from New York that's not FBA. What is Black culture? Ask. This is homework for everybody. I don't even know how many people in here. I don't want to see the chat. I'm zoning. Anybody that knows people that's not FBA that's in New York, ask them what is Black American culture. Ask them. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say they don't have no culture, or they're going to say it's a melting pot in New York. And that's the shit that I don't like. That's why I'm going to do a real in-depth, intricate, detailed, maybe a power slide, but a live or a video, because when they say the melting pot, that's overriding the Black American culture. I'm not fucking with it's a melting pot. I don't fuck with the melting pot, because before the melting pot, who was already here? That's what I'm saying. There's no melting pot. It was a pot. And then there's water, and you rinse the pot out. You know, we got to rinse our pot out before we pour it out a couple of times, make sure all particles, air particles out that motherfucker. We are the pot. Yeah, we are the pot. You got to put something in it. A melted pot, you got to add ingredients into the pot, right? We are the pot with the main ingredients. So when they say the melting pot, that always override Black culture. And I don't like that. Before all of these niggas came to New York or Texas or LA, so for so on. But I'm specifically talking about New York. Before the influx of any African, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, y'all came here and the dominant culture was Black American culture. When you step outside your apartment building and you came outside, you could not fuck with us if you was dressing with the holy netted shirts with this open-toe sandals, with some raggedy ass jeans or slacks or corduroys or whatever, with some flower shirts and this and the third. You was not in the in crowd. So you had to be fitting into the dominant culture. And when y'all came here, how was you talking? You was talking in your native tongue or accent or dialect. We already had our shit here. So y'all are talking the New York talking accent and slang. That is ours. There's no melting pot to the way that y'all talking and the way y'all dressing. There's no melting pot. There's none. We are the pot. If you look at your families from all these islands, you know how they talk. You know how they dress back there. You know their little customs and whatever the case may be. And look at the Black American, the one that y'all choose to overlook, but literally talk and sound like and dress like. So that melting pot shit, that shit is out the fucking window. All that melting pot shit is to override the cultural shit that we already possess. All right. There's 2 people in here. Good people. I'm sorry. Now I can look in the chat. Listen, I talk too fucking much. Thank you. We gonna go to your boy Go and then G Money. Your boy Go. What's poppin', son?
Oh, what it do, Mike? Salute to you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, but I don't know too much about this guy Charlie Kirk, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
But I also heard that he was trying to expose Trump on the Epstein files, and that he had got on his podcast and tried to apologize because he was trying to expose some shit about Trump. And feel like it could be something related to that.
Mm.
Because
So
if the information he was trying to get across leaked out, it would have ended Trump presidency.
well, I mean, I'll say this, and because I didn't know that, but um Elon Musk already did that against him. But you know, Elon Musk got money and probably got a lot more security, and that's isolated or whatever. But maybe that could be. But Trump did a what you call it, like a little, not a press conference, but a you know, he spoke about how, you know, Charlie Kirk was this political figure. He was MAGA, so for someone. So he gave him props. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't, like I said, I don't know too much about it, but I did hear that, and he was trying to apologize to him and shit.
Right.
What kind of like in Utah? What was he like? The mayor, the governor, or something? What?
Who?
Kirk.
No, he was just this little C listed you know, just I guess he wasn't in the political field, but they consider him as that. But he was just a person that was a conservative and spoke to the right wing perspective and stuff like that. And he really always denigrated black people, pretty much. So he was just a white supremacist to me. So that's who he was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, at least we know it wasn't no black person that took him out.
Nah, absolutely not.
And I know you was like talking a lot, and you were like doing different subjects around and shit.
Yeah, I be
Uh,
rapping, bro. I be everywhere with my shit. Pardon me.
I already know, man. I've been in this mud for about 4 years and shit. Uh, can you replay that video you was talking about if you found it in a different angle when he was trying to throw up a sign?
Right. Yeah. I definitely have it. I gotta, because a lot of when I see it, I don't save it. Sometimes I save it, sometimes I don't.
Okay,
But
because I was trying to catch it, but I couldn't see where your mouse was like aiming at to like pay attention to what two people you was talking about. But I knew you was talking about the guy in the white hat or something.
yeah, absolutely. I got you, man. Anything else, King?
Nah, I'm just in this mug, chilling, trying to see what's going on.
All right, so hold on. So GG Money, was good, family.
What's going on? What's going on, Mike?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Holding my head up at the hospital with my daughter right now. But yeah, man.
Oh wow. Hope everything goes well, man.
Yeah, she got leukemia right now, so I'm just in here listening to you. You know, listening to
Wow.
your show. Keep my spirits up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
go. I'm gonna start with Charlie Kirk, and then I'm gonna go to the other topics you was talking about. With him, it's like we don't want to hear the truth. When people from another race speaks the truth, we don't want to hear it. We always want to play the victim. At some point, we have to take accountability for what we do and not, you know what I'm saying, blame somebody else. It might take someone else to call us out on our BS because all our political advisors, all these people we put in office, all they do is when something happened, they want more resources, more money to fatten their pockets, but it ain't doing nothing to the community at all. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
can't be stuck in 1965. This is 2025. So, in order for us to get what we want, we have to take accountability and stop blaming. Because as long as we use that excuse, it ain't gonna do nothing but hold us back. You get what I'm saying? Because if I can just say, hey man, they ain't giving me the resources, that's why I'm not doing it. No, we got to go out there and get our own resources. We got to put our foot to the ground and do what's right for us and do for self instead of depending on other people to do for us. We are the new generation. The old generation ain't get us nowhere, but led us to a burning fire. So we are the new generation to say, hey, y'all way didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear somebody like Charlie Kirk calling people out on calling us out on our BS, we shouldn't take that as him being racist or being a white supremacist. It should be taking that, but dang, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this dude really is saying something that's just gonna wake us up. Because as long as we keep playing the victim, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere.
All right. So hold that thought. So basically, you saying what he is spewing is right, and that we should listen to him because we should take accountability for the things that's going on in our community. Correct?
Yeah, because who in our community really is speaking up for the things that's going on? Is no one. Every politician, they got they Democrats, and they got their pockets filled with money to push agendas to put us down and to keep us down. And all we do is blame Republicans every time something happens. You can't do that. You gotta
see, pointing out the problems. All right. When did we ever get any tangibles from either side of the wing, the left and the right wing? When did we ever get any kind of tangibles like the white people has been getting and all of these immigrants? What tangible that we have been getting?
That's true. But I'm saying
Wait, no. So you saying that's true? So we can't complain about the conditions that we was put in now. And when you say complain, this is, and I'm not talking about you, but I see that you taking on their point of view. Those are bars. But when we go through things, and I'm going to say complain, I'm gonna put it in quotations, but these are people. Our people that is still working because you still have to pay rent. It's not like it's just people who's just sitting here doing nothing. Even like when we asking for tangibles, how that's a handout, that is something that is owed. So how is it that we complaining? At the end of the day, we do need to take accountability for the things that's going on in our neighborhoods. However, we know the conditions that's going on in our neighborhoods. And a lot of it is economically deprived. It's economic based. They took out the music out of our schools, music programs. They took PAL, Police Academy League. They took away a lot of the YMCAs. They took a lot of resources out of the neighborhoods. They paid teachers horribly in our districts, in the urban districts. And then they had a white flight, and then they took all of the resources out. They had a lot of redlining. So it's a lot. I don't understand how people will say we are complaining about the conditions that we are put in when it was already put in place for us to be in this position. Now, and I land my plane by saying this, we definitely need to come together, get on one accord, stop being envy of each other, stop being jealous, and stop trying to one up on each other and really put our resources together and build. I know that's exactly what we need to do, and there's a lot of us that is doing it. It just need to be on a larger scale.
Now, I would say this. All that stuff you mentioned that's taken out of schools, a lot of that stuff is in urban communities, correct? So who are running these urban communities? What political party is running these urban communities? It is the Democrats. So when you have these democratic cities and they're taking away stuff that can help us out, you have to look at it and say, why would I keep voting Democrat if they're not giving us the resources? You see what I'm saying? So when you have somebody come in here like maybe like a Donald Trump, and you have JD Vance, you have all these other people. When they come in and they calling these Democrats out that's not doing anything but just causing chaos in these inner cities, we want to say they being racist. It's not, because if I keep listening to these same people that get up there and make a speech that say I'm going to change every time, every 4 years, they're going to change the city, but ain't nothing going on in the city but the same thing: gun violence, robbery, rapes, break-ins, drugs. Everything is still the same. So why would I want to vote for somebody that's not going to help my community, that's not going to help my mom that walk down the street and get robbed, or you can just walk down the street in the middle of a crossfire, get caught and shot, because these democratic cities, they only care only one thing, and that's about their pockets. It's about them getting money.
And immigrants.
And
So
that's why we gotta vote for our cities and shit, man. The
we
city
got to change the
governors and
political
shit is
parties
more
too.
important than the president.
It is, but you got to start in your city, because the president can't really do nothing to your
Yeah,
city, but only on the federal level. So it got to start in your state and in your city. If we
yeah,
keep putting these same people in office every year and it's not changing, then that means somebody else got to come in and start your own political party and
right.
call them out on their BS. Because if we just keep sitting back here and letting them run us over, letting them put us down in the inner cities, then we're going to be the ones that's far behind. We never going to be able to.
But see now you're absolutely right. But now it's we've been faithful for 60 plus years, pretty much 60 years, 61 years to be exact. That
Blame Martin Luther King also. Blame him, because he the reason, part of the reason why we are in this situation. Martin Luther King.
somewhat, yes, because we already know, but he finally realized that he led us
But
to
it's
a
too
better
late.
building.
You
But
can't.
but 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 listen, it's still a chance where we could turn this around. And I say that to say is that right now, the saying, better late than never. There's a paradigm shift where we are holding our votes. We are holding these Democrats accountable for their use and abuse of our vote, because we've been faithful for 60 years. So now this is the paradigm shift. So this is why Kamala is not in office. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that's going on. So I just feel like right now we just need to vote for the couch, sit on the couch and see who has the tangibles. But we need to have our own party and have our own demands for to get the tangibles that we need. If they don't abide by it or compromise with it or give us some kind of tangibles, then we hold our vote. But I think what all Black people need to do, because they created the game. The fucking laws, the Constitution, and these laws and the presidential elections and all these fucking elections, all that shit is their game. They can change the fucking plays anytime they want because it's their game. And the only way we can affect, I ain't gonna talk too much, but the only way we can affect it is through their pockets. So what I know we all need to do is say, fuck all that shit. Put all our financial resources together, get these businesses, buy up all these acres of land like they did in Michigan, get these plots, get these lands, buy up our shit, patronize our business, create our own fucking government system, a state within the state, pay fucking for our own police and patrol our neighborhoods, make sure drugs is outside of our communities. We need to do that because other people is doing it right now.
But that's the thing. We not thinking that when we get money, we want to go get clothes, cars, jewelry. We don't want to put our money into getting your own community. It's going on right now. If you think about it in the country area, you got people buying property, having their own land, and policing their own land. We don't want to do that. And at the end of the day,
I think we do want to do that. It's just the point of. This is why I love my Black people. I'm never going to give up on my people. I just think that we really need to do this stuff. There's videos, there's people that is definitely buying up acres of land and starting their own communities. There is some I seen it with my own eyes. It should be on a larger grand scale. And I think Black people, foundational Black Americans, need to really take this shit serious, because everybody knows their own agenda. They are coming here to only take and build for their own. And that's why they're in this political seats now, to only advocate for their lineage. Black people have to get very serious.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely do. But it's just like this, man. I'm a conservative, so I'm not a Democrat. I don't believe in anything the Democratic
I could tell you were a conservative, but go ahead.
I don't believe in none of that stuff. So look at things differently, because I was always told to vote Democrat. But then when you get older, you start realizing half the stuff that goes on in the community is ran by them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Philly, so I got a mayor in office, and all she do is talk all day long. It ain't nothing changing. It's nothing changing. But then when you get a Republican and a Republican runs a state, or he runs a city, or she runs a city, it a lot of that stuff would die down, because they more tougher, more stricter on crime than the Democrats, because they know they keep crime the way it is. They get money on the back end from the prison system. They get money from the state on the back end for all the prisoners that's in there. So they're gonna keep the violence there. But I'm just gonna say this too. Martin Luther King, if he never wanted to desegregate, it wouldn't have never be the way it is. Because I believe that every community in the United States, if they wanted to spend their money in their community, they should be able to do it. I don't believe that you should be able to want to spend your money somewhere else. If you want to build your own community and your own people, then you should be able to do that. You shouldn't want what somebody else has. You should want to keep what you have in your community, in your environment, and spend it amongst your own people. That's how you keep everybody afloat.
But we have to think in the mindset of them back in the day. It's a different kind of mindset. All the things that we have access to now and all of that is totally different from 60 years ago. Now, I say all that to say is that it wasn't more so of integrating. It was more of, we need equal rights. We need to be treated as a human being. This is what y'all saying. This is in the Constitution, right? I should be able to walk here if I need to. I should be able to use the bathroom, or if I got money, if I want to spend some money here or whatever, it shouldn't be no issue. It wasn't more of trying to see if the grass is greener on the other side. It was more of a, you know what I mean, treat all of us as equal. That was mainly the fight. It was mainly the gist of it. It wasn't no more, no less. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't believe in that. I wouldn't say you should do that. I think the way how it was better, because you could barter with people. When you wanted something, you would barter with that. You would barter with those people.
Segregation was the best way, but we have to understand something. Still, it wasn't no equal rights to be treated as a human being. Yes, we were separate, but they could come into our neighborhoods anytime they wanted to, and they did. But we wasn't able to come over there. When it was segregated, it was only segregated one side. We couldn't go over there, but they came to our town freely as they want to be. But you're absolutely right. Segregation was the best bet, because we thrived more, because we had a lot of things in common. We knew what it was. We knew what we was faced against. So we really stuck together. We really had no choice. And I hate to say we was forced to, and I really hate to use that word, but it almost seemed like that's what it was. We were just forced to deal with each other. And I'm saying that loosely. And we made things pop. But outside of that, on our side of the railroad tracks, we knew what it was. Anytime if we crossed that tracks, we knew what happened. Or at any given time, we on our side, and they could just come in and just ransack shit just because. So it was a whole different mindset back then. It was a different mindset. And I'm not saying all of us was complacent. It was a lot of us that didn't take no shit. So
that's what I was about to say. A lot of us didn't go for that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fred Williamson or Williams, some shit like that. There was a lot of us, man, that didn't take shit. Go ahead,
that's just how we should be, because at the end of the day, if I look at like a person like Charlie Kirk, and he's saying things that we don't want to hear, and it hurts. That's the reason why we so outraged, because it hurt us, because he's speaking the facts on what's going on, and we can't just sit here and play victim. Sometimes we gotta say, you know what, you absolutely right. Now we gotta figure out why this guy could call us out on our stuff, but our own people can't do it. If you try to do it, Mike,
I mean,
call us out.
So you telling me there's no people that call us out on our own shit? I'm not
it's
getting
a lot, but I'm saying if you was to call us out, right?
So, but see, like, he's coming from but he's speaking from he's coming from a malicious place. So hold that thought. So you believe that there's black on black violence, right?
I do.
Yes or no? Do you believe in white on white violence?
Yes.
All right, but do they portray that? Do they even count it in the statistics? And we know that a lot of Puerto Ricans, a lot of Hispanics classify as white, but
they do.
But they don't count that.
Africans do too. When they come from Africa, they classify as Caucasian also.
Yes.
Indians, like Middle Eastern, all of them, they classify as Caucasian. I agree with you.
So at the end of the day, you were conservative, and you feel like this man's stance, when he was speaking, doing all these little debates and so forth, so on, talking about black people, but always overlooked the reason why black people is in this condition that they're in, and never took accountability for the things that his white ancestors and even now that's doing to black people. Never took accountability. You riding with the same perspective as them. So I can't even, I'm not a Democrat, but I can't see you as somebody that's for the benefit of black people just because
you can't revoke a black card.
I'm not revoking your black card. You're black. We can't take nothing. We can't take that from you. That don't mean anything. If you born black, that's we can't take that from you. You born like that. But
because I just don't want to be
your mind tells you
off. I don't want to play the victim like every time somebody says something, because I was just, like I said, I was trying to give you an example of you. If you called us out on your show, I watch your show every day for the last 5-6 years. So if you get on here and you speak facts, that's why I watch your show. You like one of my top 10 YouTubers that I watch on a daily basis, every video. So I know you spit facts and truth, and I know you be right on point. You open my eyes a lot to everything that you talk about, right? So let's just say if you came out and called us out on our BS, right? Then they'll attack us, your own people, and call you Uncle Tom or bootlicker, because you just want more for us than what we doing for ourselves. Because we can't rely on other people to help us out, because at the end of the day, we always going to listen. Just follow where I'm going. We always going to get the short end of the stick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your resources, my resources. You work, I work, right? Our tax money, right? It goes everywhere. But when it's your turn to get some of that money that you might need, right, you can't get it. So I agree a lot what you're saying, but I'm just giving you my perspective of, we just need to take more accountability, because as long as we play the victim, you could have a person come out and call you on your BS all the time. because a lot of the people look at it like this. All we do is whine. We don't never do nothing. All we do is want to play the victim instead of doing something. I'm one of the people that say, let's go do something.
Do you know a lot of people that's working and paying their bills and that's doing good for themselves? That's right. That's black people, right? There's a lot of people that's doing that, right? And the same people that's talking that shit like Charlie Kirk and the rest of them, they doing the same thing. There's a lot of 9 to 5 working hard working people that complain about the fucking Jews, that complain about the small hats and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, of course.
No. But it's always the black people complaining. We have every right to talk about the injustices. Every time there's even businesses where they do the nuisance. The nuisance act, and they hate on black businesses and so forth and so on. We always being sabotaged. I love to take accountability for how I am, and I always take accountability for my people. I always put my foot in my people's ass. We need to take accountability, but we cannot sit up here and say we just complaining and not have a rightful right to complain. In the same sense of still doing what you have to do to pay your bills, to take care of your family, and so forth and so on. So it don't matter what we do, we still have a white supremacist system that is in full-time, 24/7 operation to keep us exactly where we need to be. It's always something. You can't say we just complaining and not doing anything.
Can I ask you this question? Do you think that white people are more supreme than you?
Absolutely not.
So then they can't be white supremacists because they're not supreme over us. So that's just the term.
Who owns the economical system? Who owns the redliner system? Who owns the banking? You know how much money that's in the banking system that is black American money? Yeah. You know how much money? Hold on. You know how much money that we have in the banks? But when we come up with a plan or a fucking a portfolio, we got a credit right. We want to buy this fucking mall and strip mall and so for someone, and they still say no.
But you want to
know they still deny us on all fucking levels.
They do. But you want to know who helped out a few black people, a lot of black people that we don't even get the credit. He don't get the credit. But he get all the backlash. 47.
Who?
47 gave money to black businesses and black people, black entrepreneurs.
Donald Trump. You talking about the small businesses? You talking about?
Yeah, and people. A
lot of black people did not get none of those fucking loans. A lot of them did not.
I'm saying
no. Let's be very clear. Don't you know how many minorities is listed, or how many ethnic groups that's listed under minority? It could be a black, whatever you want to call a black minority, or an Asian minority, or a Hispanic minority, or a Jamaican or African minority. So we have to put all of these things in perspective and just keep thinking that it's going to go specifically to blacks when 9 times out of 10, if it's 100%, we'll get less than 1% of any kind of tangibles. So what you're saying, you have to show data for that to be
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because one thing I do know about Donald Trump is that he doesn't like foreigners coming into this country getting the benefits over any American citizen in here, whether you're black or you white.
What did Donald Trump? What kind of tangibles did Donald Trump give us besides getting rid of these tellers and these immigrants, which I am for?
He given us resources for housing, to buy houses. He given us resources for business.
No. See, now you're lying. They did not. Wait, hold on. So you telling me the $15,000 upfront loan for a house that was given to the immigrants, right? It was called for the first home owners. That was for immigrants, sir.
But that wasn't under Donald Trump. That was
Kamala.
Yeah, that's the Kamala regime.
Right, but
then again, it's Democrats.
No.
There you go, Democrats.
Right. The Democrats is pushing that for the illegals or for the immigrants.
Because you know why, Mike?
Sir,
they want to replace us.
But
they want to replace us.
Excuse me. When we talk about black people, we have to be very specific, because anybody can classify as black if they're African or dark-skinned Caribbean people. They will motherfucking check the black/African American fucking box. So when they talk about giving tangibles to minorities or the blacks, that's not necessarily foundational black Americans. They always cheated us on that. So these homeowners things that you're talking about, specifically who they gave it to. That's what I'm asking you.
But what I'm saying is that's under the Biden administration. I'm saying under the Trump administration.
Go ahead.
That's why he put the black guy that he has in there over housing, because he's trying to make sure that we get the proper housing, the funds without having like you say, giving it to the immigrants. We'll get it first.
Fam, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I done filled out I could show y'all my shit right now, but I don't even want to show you my name. I can literally show you. Matter of fact, let me see if I could do it. Let me see without. My name is going to be shown. No, I can't do it. I ain't giving y'all my real name. But I filled out for the Section 8 while I was already in New York. I did that in 2021, and then I did the housing and Section 8. The housing I have to reapply, but the Section 8 is still ongoing. I called them probably 2 months ago or whatever. It's still, I have to wait for a call. And I done filled this shit out in 2021 and 2023. I still didn't get called.
How many people on the waiting list? You got thousands of people,
sir,
trying to get the same thing.
All of the immigrants got the Section 8 housing,
But who's your
yeah, that's true. I did the same shit, Mike. And
they got it immediately. They skipped all probably 10,000 people that was already on the waiting list. They skipped that and they got put into those. I know, nigga. I
get what you're saying, but who?
And I did the same thing, because once they see that black on your resume and shit, they automatically skip over you and shit and put the immigrants first. So what I had did was I had filled out that I was white, and I got approved in Florida.
What? I'm about to do.
I swear to God, and I'm in Florida right now.
Y'all got to think like this, y'all men. So y'all not gonna get it if you're a black woman.
Let me say something real quick. Hold on, G Money. I'm gonna let you cook. But what he just said, because when I called them some months ago to see what's going on, guess who picked up the phone? A fucking a Caribbean, a black Caribbean lady.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm speaking to a Grenadian, a Jamaican, or a Haitian, or a Trinidadian.
That's crazy.
On the phone. The number is
what they classify as.
The number is 718-707 or 771-7100, nigga. That's for the Section 8 in New York, NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority number.
And I bet you they don't classify as black.
I guess. But look, man, I'll say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all close out because I'm gonna get the hell up out of here, man. But G Money, only thing I'm saying is I understand your stance. You're a conservative, so on. I feel anybody can have their own perspective on what they see that fits their own narrative. Whatever your stance are, listen, man, that's on you. But at the end of the day, matter of fact, instead of me saying that, let me ask you this question, and you could go on with whatever you want to say. Did you cry when Charlie Kirk got assassinated? Did you cry? I think you did. You know what I mean?
No, I did not, Mike.
You sure, man? Because
no, I did not.
I could pray for you right now, sir.
Nah, All I'm saying is you got a strike against you when you fill out that paper for New York City. You got all those people in there, and you're a black male. So if you're a black male and you're not a woman with kids, you're not getting Section 8. So it's harder for us to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying to say all that is like this, man. You lived in New York City, so you know who your mayor was, a Democrat. You know who's running the housing authority, people that's associated with the Democratic Party. Their a whole agenda, starting from Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, was to replace us by 2029, because that's the next election after Trump. So it's to bring them in here, right? You bring them in here, and then in 2020, you flood them in here, right? By 2025, after being here for 5 years, they're eligible to vote. So once Trump is out of office, those immigrants was going to come here and vote Democrat, because they tell them that when you come here, you have to vote Democrat, because if you vote Republican or don't vote at all, they're going to send you back home. So a lot of them come here, they go right in there and they vote Democrat. So they're
going to do that now. They're going to do that in the next election.
They can't, because if Trump take a majority of them out, they not going to do that. So what I'm saying is that they know us. They know us as black people, right? We're not going to. We're getting fed up. We're starting to see things more, right? We starting to say, yo, listen, before I vote Democrat, Republican, or anything, right? What are you going to do for black people in general? What are you going to do for us, right? So they know that majority of the vote come from us. So if we saying, listen, you don't do nothing for me, then I ain't doing nothing for you. So they know they need our vote. So what you're doing is now we starting to hold them accountable for the bullshit they've been doing the BS they've been doing for years. We holding them accountable, like we just having this conversation. So now if you bring an immigrant in here that don't really know nothing about America, but you gonna get sent back home if you don't do this, they're gonna come here and they're gonna vote Democrat. So that's what Donald Trump came here and he got them all out of there, because now it's easier for the country to that's why, if you notice, like I said, he bridging the gap, trying to help black people out, because Donald Trump know that he need the Republican party needs the black vote too. So he's trying to bridge that gap to bring in different things to help us. Listen to this, man. You bringing in
Why is the platinum plan is not in effect this term? Because he said it in his first term when he was the 45th president. What about the platinum plan? That's not.
A lot of
what about
on the federal level,
the Smithsonian, the museum in Washington D.C.
Why would you want to keep stuff that's not true? That's stuff that they got.
What do you mean? No.
It's not true.
What do you mean? What's not true?
Black history. All that history they got in there of us being slaves and us being brought over here on ships.
There's more to that. There's more to that. It shows the transatlantic slave trade, but all the accomplishments as well. So you mean to tell me that big ass Smithsonian museum, all of that is just full with just slavery? No,
I'm saying to you is anything that's associated with slavery is not true.
What do you mean? I mean, I get what you're saying, but you have to elaborate a little.
Well, what I'm saying is all this, we came on boats and they got all these artifacts and stuff. That stuff is not true. We never came on boats. We was already here. So that back to Africa theory is not true. So we never was in Africa.
It's questionable. Over 300,000 of us. It was only 6% that did come over here, but we was already here.
So think about it. If it's 6% that came on that boat, how many people was here in the United States? This land is very big. So you had people, indigenous people, on every part of this land in the United States.
But see,
and you just can't.
But your stance is not what he said. He said because he don't want to dwell on the past, paraphrasing for his history. He want to show the progression of America. So what you're saying and what his stance on the Smithsonian misplacement of the artifacts is totally different from your views. He didn't say anything about the slave trade that did not happen and so forth and so on. You can't put words in the mouth. That's from your perspective, but what he said is totally different. And let me just add on to that. What about some of the soldiers that fought in World War I and World War II that they got their name removed and burial removed? So that's totally different. We talking about people who served and died for this country. He removing their names now. So it's totally different. So you can't not pacify the things that he has done as well too.
So you want to keep looking at artifacts for years and years and years.
Right. So, but so remove the black ones, but keep the white ones there. And I'm talking about the soldiers that's buried in the memorial burial for military. So that's fine. Keep the white ones, but extract the black ones out of there.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
But that's what he done. I'm trying to remember the name now. Maybe somebody can put it in the chat. But he have done that. But here's the thing. Your mind, when I listen to you, you only talking about black, but not even taking accountability for the whites. So it's almost like you are a conservative shield. Because at the end of the day, you're only talking about the problems but no solutions. And covering up for the conservatives and liberals are black people's worst enemy.
I mean, the liberals, they want this transgenderism and all this stuff in this country. They want men and women bathrooms and men identifying as little kids or whatever the case is. It's not. It's only two genders, man and woman. It's nothing in between, and it ain't nothing after that. That's what God made, man and woman, and that's what I believe in. So my stance is never going to be a liberal stance or democratic stance, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that's doing. If you look at this right now, right, the news media is all pro Democrats, because they are the reason why this country is the way it is now. This is why you have shootings, mass shootings, and all this stuff. This is the reason why that dude identified as a transgender that just shot up that school with those kids in there. That all starts from the Democratic Party. They pushing all these agendas and everything like that. And this is why you have the chaos that you have now. Because if you put the law down and say it's only between man and woman, then you won't have these problems. If you come in the black community and you have these meetings, like I'm gonna bring up Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby was in coming to these cities and was preaching the truth and telling people they need to, stop depending on welfare, get a job, try to do better, they tore him down. So at the end of the day, I'm more concerned about my people than any other people out there. I don't want to talk about white people. I want to talk about my people. I have so much love for us that I need to start at home before I go anywhere else. So home is always going to be me trying to tell my people. It starts with me too. I'm not just going to get on here and lie. It starts with me. I have to do my part. Instead of just talking about it, I got to be about it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that I'm not just shaming us. I'm trying to uplift this, because we can't just keep living in the past and keep blaming everything on the white man when they're progressing and they're moving on, and we still stuck in the past.
So the white man is moving on. How?
Because one thing about them, they're not going to dwell on the past. They're
not going to dwell on the past, because they are the authors of the past. They are the controllers, the history tellers, and the conquerors and the colonizers of the past. Why would they dwell on the past knowing they know they past? They only want to dwell on the future and still. So all right. So let me tell you something. So you telling me, is there a even playing field far as success in moving up the ladder with no glass ceilings in America on all levels? So you meaning to tell me the white man is doing so good that he don't care how far the black man gets, the black woman gets? He don't care, right? He won't leave any any obstacles, won't put any red line or any kind of red tape or any kind of barriers or any kind of sabotage in our way. Everything is just free for all because the white man is moving on. Is that what you're saying, sir?
No, I'm saying to you is,
so what are you saying?
If you just look at how their mentality is, if they don't like something, where they at? They going down to the White House. They marching on it. They calling everybody out. We sit back here and we play the victim.
And we did the marching. We did all of that stuff too, sir.
Marching ain't gonna work. Some of them go out there and they get violent also.
But they marching did.
They get violent also. They can get violent. We don't. We just sit there
and
turn on the sheet.
For the protection, for the collection. Your conservative white folks, right? Do they go up there in these town hall meetings or speak to the government and even try to help black people get tangibles for anything? It's all about them, right?
I mean, you have some that help us out.
White supremacy is all about securing white supremacy, sir. We are not written in a story on no levels. We're not written in a story.
What I'm saying is you got some of them that help us out also. All of them is not the same.
But why? But if they all not the same, why nothing has tangibly have been shown or have been done? All of this rhetoric. Listen, all of this time for 60 years, nothing has been done on both sides.
And partially it was not done on our sides when you have these same Democrats that come down here and say, we're going to do this for you and do that for you and help you. But all they do is fatten their pockets, live in their mansions.
All right, so if we go to the conservatives, we already know about the Democrats. So the conservatives and the Republicans, what are they going to do? Because the Republicans, what are they doing? Meaning in real time. What are they doing?
What I'm saying to you is, how can they do something in like New York? How can they do something in New York when everybody in New York they voting Democrat? It's a Democratic city. So if a Republican ran or conservative ran in New York, they're not going to get the vote because everybody in that city is going to vote Democrat. So you're never going to get a chance in Democratic cities.
What about our reparations?
I don't want the reparations, to be honest with you.
Why would I want the reparations? Because of that, that's on you. Your thoughts.
Because we want the reparations. What is the reparations going to do for us now? Our ancestors.
Hold on. Are you listen to what I'm saying? Are you well financially off?
No, I mean nobody.
No, that's all I want to hear. So if a good 100,000 or a good $1 million, would that set you straight?
I mean, it would, but that's far fetched.
But if I owe you, and I owe you $1 million, and I owe you, it's a debt that's owed. Would you want that money, or you be like, you know what, man, fuck that. I'm gonna work hard for it.
Over time, no, because I mean, if you don't give it to me now and it's 20 years, I don't want it.
But hold on. But see, here's the thing: is this is your conservative mind. If it's a debt that's being owed, just like the small hats, they are still getting our money annually to this day. They just got over a 200 million something reparations from Columbia University because they didn't like how people was protesting against them. Just by protesting, they get reparations, sir. The Japanese, no, I don't want to hear that. 1943, 1945, what was that? Whatever, 40 something, whatever, or 20, whatever the fuck, Pearl Harbor. That was the 40s, and they put them in the internment camps. The Japanese, they got their reparations in 1988, 1986, 1985.
Yeah.
Something that they did. They offsprings got the money. The Jews, the shit that happened in fucking Germany, not even here.
They had to fight for that shit.
we still pay their debts right now. Don't you know in Israel right now that they don't even pay for health care? Don't you know all of that stuff come out of our pockets? Don't you know that? We pay for them.
Taxpayer dollars.
They never have to fucking work. You know that, right? That's coming out of our pockets. And
partially
money. Hold on, no. And I'm not laying my plane. And on top of that, immigrants that came here with nothing, that lived in huts, that lived in shanty towns and so on, came here for the past 4 years. And then we got Ukraine. Then we got all these other places that got millions, trillions of dollars if you sum it all the way up. And you talking about that we are complaining and we don't need to get it? Something is mentally wrong.
Who's giving the money away? See,
This
is the problem that I'm having. This is the problem that I'm having. We keep saying that. Who's giving the money to all of them people? What political party is giving it to them? Is the Democrats? They're giving money away instead of giving it to us.
It's not even the Democrats. It's the whole.
It's the city.
It's no. It's not even the city. It's the federal fucking government. What the fuck are you talking about? It's the federal government.
It's all of the states also.
All of the states. All of the states.
And most of them are Democratic-run cities and states.
No,
all of them.
You can't go in a Republican state and get all that money.
Who cornered the market on sympathy, on their racial historical atrocities? Who cornered the market on sympathy and it's benefited from it to this day?
Who get the most benefits in any Democratic city?
You're asking the question with a question. I asked
the Republican.
No. It is the small hats. Is the people who supposed to have been put in the ovens in Germany. Those are the people. If you know your history, they are the ones.
So they not a part of that party?
No.
They are the part of no party.
Okay.
They really not. They control both parties.
Gotcha.
The deep state does that. The deep state controls
who
everything.
You think is the all right? So let me ask you this question, G Money. Who is the deep state, sir?
The deep state is the bankers, is the billionaires.
What is the ethnic group?
You already know
they
who
wear small hats? Okay, then.
You know he is.
So this is what I'm trying to tell you. No. They control both sides of the fucking coin. They control this fucking government.
They only can control.
No. I need you to understand something. They control the whole United States. They control. Hold on. I mean, they're not playing. They control both parties, and they still complain that they are the most hated group on this motherfucking planet, but they still get intangibles. They motherfucker did a protest at a goddamn college to get $200 million fucking dollars right fucking now, and still get annual dollars from our tax dollars that goes over there for something that we never done. We talking over 100 years of them getting our money and still complaining while making money, owning the fucking media, owning the music industry, owning the movie industry, every fucking thing. So you telling me who is really complaining but still winning? How you winning and controlling everything and still complaining? But you, G Money, look at black people. I'm really trying to figure this one out, sir. Wake me up. No, wake me up. Maybe I'm tripping. Wake me up.
I'm just saying to you is they of course they're gonna run things and all that stuff. Of course they do. I mean, I told you I'm in the hospital right now with my daughter, and I seen that firsthand. One day I was in here, because I ain't trying to put my whole business out on here, but my insurance got switched over when I moved to another county or whatever, so I'm waiting for that to kick in, right? So I heard them having the conversation, you know what I mean, in the family room. Of how
I don't want you to say the wrong things and then they, you know what I mean, give that little signal and shit. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it in like coded, but
yes.
So I heard the conversation of how they getting free things, right? And they able to stay here and get the free things. So when it was my turn to get those same things, it was like, oh, we can't really give you those things. You got to go to work. We prefer, but they saying they can get it. And I'm saying to myself, when I'm talking to the lady, I'm like, see, when you had people in here, they can get the resources, but when it comes to us, we don't get it. So I get what you're saying, and I never disagree. You never heard me not one time really disagree with nothing you're saying, because you actually speaking facts. But I'm just saying, my perspective is that I'm the one that's saying I'm tired of us getting the short end of the stick and complaining. I'm ready to do something about it, more or less, because as long as we sit back here and keep saying it's not fair that this person, listen, man, let's go knock on that door, kick that door in and say, yo, we want these things and we want them now. We gonna tear this whole place up. You see? Because they know if they keep us divided, then it's easier for them to control us. And
Absolutely.
we are divided. We divided more than any race in this country.
That is a fact.
So it's harder for us to, and your platform is big, so you got a big audience, and they know this and they hear your perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? So they know that that you're reaching out to people and changing people's minds about things, and they try to suppress all that. So I'm just a conservative, far as I don't want my daughter being in the bathroom with a little boy. I don't want them to all that stuff that's not right. All that
right.
What you call it? Damn, forgot the term you use, man. It'll come back. But yeah, I'm a conservative when it comes to those views. But for us, I'm just tired of us complaining because everybody else is bringing it to them. When the Chinese people got attacked, what they do? They went to the government and they got that bill passed for them.
That's not a good comparison, family.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
I know what you're saying, but that's not a good comparison. They had like 4 incidents that I know, and they got a bill passed. We've been getting murdered and killed for hundreds of years.
Yeah, of course.
Still can't get a bill passed. So
of course, we can't get a black hate crime bill because you know why we kill ourselves more than anybody else. So
how, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't like that. Let me ask you a question, G Money, respectfully. Where you from, King?
I'm from Philly, man. Born and raised.
No, say this. Where your mother and your father's from? Where y'all
my mom, she's from Philly. My dad, he was born in Danville, Virginia.
All right, so there's no immigrant background or anything like that, right?
No.
All right, so
all day.
I will decipher that.
Cherokee Indian, North Carolina
same here.
Background.
And I just found out I got my shit up right now. My grandmother's father, he was a Seminole from Sanford, Florida, born in 1887, man. But I'm gonna do a live on that another day. I'm just finding all this shit out, man. But
we all FBAs,
Seminoles, man, like Seminoles. But this gonna be, I will tell you, it's gonna be a shocker, man, because I dug my roots and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna say it now, but
I'm telling you, FBA, man.
Oh no, I'm FBA.
FBA.
I'm FBA, but I got some little sprinkles in there. I'm gonna keep it 100. I got a little sprinkles in there. I got some sprinkles, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it 100. But I'm gonna do a live probably tomorrow or maybe this weekend. I'm gonna let y'all know my the sprinkles that's in my blood. I am, but I'm definitely for FBA.
So can I ask you this question? You follow Dan Calloway?
Oh, that's my guy, man. But he be acting a little funny towards me. I don't know why, but that was my guy. I still got the utmost respect for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Salute to him.
What about Dr. Umar?
I don't fuck with that dude. Fuck him.
He a fraud.
He a fraud.
I just wanted to throw that in there because he said we from Africa, so I just wanted to get your opinion.
He need to go. He need to go to Africa. Okay, he need to go.
And you from Philly also, so it's even worse.
Yeah, sure. My oldest son, he live in Philly now. My oldest son, he's 21. Yeah, he was born in 2004, so he's 21. He'll be 22 December 27th.
Okay.
If I got my calculation, I think he's turning 21, I believe. I'm getting old, man. But I'm right there. I'm close. Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to, check in on it because, I'm in a hospital and I seen you was on, so I'm like, I'll just go. I ain't talk on here for a while. So I just wanted to get on here and just, kill a little bit of time while I'm stuck in this hospital for a month. But, I watch the show. I'll be in the comments all the time. Just repeat it. Any video.
Yeah,
I
remember your name, man. And I just want to say this before I let you go, man. Much love, man. And I hope everything works out well for your daughter, man. Give her a kiss for me, man. And I mean that from my heart. And because I know, because my grandmother had leukemia for a long time, and she passed away at she was 93. She died last year. So she was battling leukemia for decades. So she can live a long time, but she's gonna go through her things, and I just hope everything goes well with her, man. Much love, man, and all love. It's for you.
It's all. I just like to have a little friendly spar, just to see, just to hear what's going on. I seen a live on there, but if you go live tomorrow, I'll definitely be on it. If YouTube don't send a notification out, sometimes they don't send them out, and then I end up watching the live afterwards, like after you went live already.
Right.
Or you might take the live down, and I'll be mad because YouTube don't send a notification.
Yeah, positive prayer to you and your daughter, man.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother.
Yo,
No
G
doubt.
Money, man, stay up, man. I appreciate you. Yo, your boy Go. I appreciate y'all too, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
No
man.
doubt, man. Appreciate you for staying up that extra hour and 15 minutes for your boy.
All right, stay less.
All
right, man. I appreciate everybody. Salute to G Money. Salute to your boy Go. Good conversation. Haven't had a good conversation like that in a minute, man. I agree with some of the things that he said, but the only thing I can't agree with him to an extent is that black people, we definitely gotta get on our game, because this shit is not a game. It's not a game, and we can't save everybody. Everybody is not going to see eye to eye. Everybody's not going to see the reality of what's going on. It's going to be your family members, going to be your close friends, or or whatever the case may be. Just deal with like-minded people, because at the end of the day, you going to die by yourself. So you have to change your world, your own lens, and your own mind, and bring your kids along with you. Teach them while they're young. It was a saying. If you can't control the children, you can't control the future. This is an old saying. These aristocrat, political, satanic devils. If you can't control the children, you can control the future. That's why they say, I need the children of the future to teach you well and let them lead the way. All of that, man. All that shit is real. But I just want to show you something. I watched this shit the other day, and I'm closing. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I hope y'all like this live. If y'all didn't hit the like button, because y'all definitely didn't fucking donate, that's definitely off the rip. At least you motherfuckers can do is hit the like button and share this live. That's all. It's not going to cost you anything. Share this live and hit the like button. Thank you. But there's a movie called Goodbye Uncle Tom, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna show you one scene. This scene and the other one. It's so fucking disturbing images, man. I just watched it for the first time. It's going on 3 nights ago now. This shit is fucking crazy. This is a deleted scene out of that movie. Deleted scene. Here you go. Nothing graphic though.
What are they doing here? They're Indians.
This is one of my many unsuccessful experiments. You see, with Indians, there's absolutely nothing to be done. There's the same difference between a Negro and an Indian as there is between a dog and a coyote. You can put a dog on a leash, beat him, and he'll always be there to lick your feet. Take away a coyote's liberty and you've cut off his hair. An Indian will never be a slave. No one has ever been able to make them reproduce in captivity. They do not eat, they do not talk, they do not sleep, they do not make love.
That's from one of the scenes. Let me go to my bookmarks and let me show you another scene I did. I put it up on this one. But yeah, man, I'm just finding out some things, man, about my lineage. I was speaking to my family from my grandmother's father's side. Yes, Southeastern Shore Cherokee Indians on my mother's side, grandmother's side. My great grandfather, which is my grandmother's father, they all from Florida, Sanford, Florida, which they call Sanford Seminole, Florida. So they was a part of the Seminoles that moved on to Mexico, y'all. Yo, it's crazy, son. It's a little crazy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's yeah. But I'm gonna touch on it, man. I'm gonna touch on it, man. But it's a lot. But I'm definitely for FBA. That's for sure. So, but there's some sprinkles in there, some slavery in there. Got some little white up in there. My grandmother been told me that, slaves and shit like that. Hold on, did I put it up? Oh, my profile. I'm bugging. Here we go. But definitely got some Seminoles in there, man. Got some Seminoles. Yup, that's real shit. Real shit. That's real shit, though. That's why we definitely need to do our speak to your family, y'all. Check this out. This is the last one I'm gonna play, then I'm out. This is from the same movie. It's called Goodbye, Uncle Tom. If you got a fire stick and you got the cinema shit, put in Goodbye, Uncle Tom. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy, man. It's really crazy. I'm gonna show this last part. I don't know if I'm gonna get a copyright or whatever, but I edit it out if need be. But look at this shit. This shit crazy.
You like my committed deep into multiply. Amen. You like my prayer? I made it up myself. When a man knows good from evil, he's much better off making up his own prayers. Me and God, we get along good. As I see it, God created me in his image and likeness. That's in the Bible. That's why I'm white. Then he made the Negro, which is also in the Bible, which says that he immediately regretted it and damned the entire race, leaving them without a soul fit only to be my slaves. Then with the night come these black ghosts, damned by God. I say ghosts only because of their damn blackness, but they have a body.
I forgot I had to keep in mind. He shows the breasts of her, and then the little girl lays take all her clothes off and lay down in the bed with him. Let me tell you something. This shit is very disturbing. Very disturbing. It's disturbing, but it needs to be watched. This is about slavery and everything. This was made in 1971. And I mean, they go through all of the chattel slavery. Everything that you heard the majority of what you heard is in this movie, and it's disturbing. I skip here. I stay right there with he laid down with both of the girls right there.
Mammy, where are you, you black slut? You come here now. Move your big fat black ass. Come here, I said. I'm coming. I'm here. I'm right here, master. What's wrong? In here. What's wrong? You old fool. This is what's wrong. Did you or did you not send me this fraud? Why, master? How come you talk like that, master? I don't fraud nobody, master. That Ellie, master, she a beautiful wings. You listen, you stupid black.
Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I've been here long enough. Please hit the like button before y'all leave. At least that's what y'all could do. I would appreciate if you please hit the like button and share this live. Everybody have a good one. Y'all stay safe. All that good shit out.